This video isn't sponsored by rain, but it should be. I love this time of year because you get so much of a sunrise and stuff like that before work. It sucks when you got to drive that way though. Even with how much my truck's tinted, dude, it still sucks.
Why do you say that?
Just because of driving into the sun and shit.
Oh, yeah.
You can't, you can't really see a whole lot.
Yeah, going more east.
Yeah, it sucks. He is going to be meeting you at the job because he lives down in Dayton anyways. Just so you remember. I know you had a busy day yesterday. I'm not in the way.
Yeah.
All right, bye. It's got a lot of water damage in here and everything, and it used to be an old store back in the day. Go ahead and tear this thing down. That should work. If anything, just take a little quick bungee cord or something and bungee around it and hook it back up to it just to be safe. So you don't lose another one. I wish they had cameras in the back of them so that way you could see what you're about to run into.
What's going on?
Hey Justin, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to call and say thanks for this referral.
Oh, did he get with you?
Yeah, I'm tearing down the house right now.
Hell yeah.
So you got me my first house demo. Look at that.
Oh really?
Yep,
it's
my first actual house. I've done garages and stuff that are the same size, but it's like my first legit house.
Well, hell yeah. I didn't. I called him and left him a message, and then I texted him your information. And I never heard a fucking peep back. So
yeah, he gave me a call and he said he was gonna get a couple other quotes and stuff. And I came out there and talked to him and everything. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get a couple other quotes. And I was like, all right, that's fine. No pressure or anything like that. And he ended up not getting any other quotes and called me and said, hey, let's do it.
These different types of rocks that are inside this culvert are different for different meanings. So the bigger rocks are called riprap rock. Sizes are 12 to 24 to 36 inches. Could be bigger, so you never know. And then you have different riprap that are like under that 12 to 6 inches to 2 inches, but that just gets into different variants of the rocks and the sizes. So you put the rocks in, the bigger rocks go on the bottom, so once the water hits it, it doesn't pick them up and flow them through your yard. Like the 2s, the 3s, and the smaller riprap you put on the edges of the ditch so it can keep the ditch formed. So you keep the same flowing current so the water don't go over or do anything else for the culvert. So that's the best way to have it. If you don't have concrete slabs that you can slap in there, you can just take some rocks and throw that in there. So.
If you want, it might, so that way you're not on an angle. It might be easier if you just like straighten up and then back straight in there. So that way you can get in the ditch a little further. We got some 12 to 24 inch rock in here that was specified by the county engineer that had to be in here. So we're hauling that out of Phillipsburg. So we got some smaller aggregate to fill it all up. The top of that's gonna be filled with the small riprap everywhere, pretty much where I've dug out. And then same thing over here. We're gonna be putting that bigger aggregate over here in this ditch as well. And then same thing here, just right down the middle, and then the smaller stuff is gonna align the banks and all that. We'll go over here. I'll show you, we got concrete at 1 o'clock today. We're gonna be coming down in here, taking this, what it's called is LSM 100, or like lean fill mix, and it's non-diggable stuff, so that way the water don't erode it away. We gotta just get the guys down in here to pick out some of this dirt and stuff that's in there. But what we're gonna do is take the LSM 100 and fill it up in between the cracks of all these rocks, and we're gonna try to just hold this stuff in place, so that way when water hits it, it doesn't erode it away like it has been. Whoever put this pipe in, put it in the completely wrong spot. So when you go down in here and the water comes out through this pipe right here, it'll hit that bank right there and then start doing circles and swirling. And then finally it'll drain out eventually. But this pipe right here that you see to our left, it should be moved, 10 feet to the right, and that would solve that problem. But that's a pretty big job that they ain't gonna wanna pay for, So where do I see limitless hauling and junk removal in 3 to 5 years? I see us having multiple crews, at least 3 to 5 crews. I see us doing over 1 to 1.5 million gross sales per year. By 5 years, I'd love to be in the 2 to 5 million range. Within 3 years from now, I want to be over 1 million in gross sales. I want to pretty much let the company run itself. I don't really want to have to worry about the day-to-day operations. That's why I'm taking the steps now, because I don't want to be on the truck, because I'm already kind of not on the truck with the 2 guys. I'm trying to start putting our team leads and everything where they need to be now, so that way when time comes for them to get a promotion and stuff like that, they're ready to go and they're ready to handle everything that we throw at them and what day-to-day business life can throw at them. So that's where I see limitless hauling and junk removal in 3 to 5 years.